Hey guys, it's the Vitality Junkie here, and welcome to part 7 of this 10-part series on intuitive eating. We have already gone through principles 1 to 6, so if you haven't watched those videos, please go back and watch those before you begin this one, because they build one off the other, so we just want to make sure that you're fully caught up. And once you're ready, we will begin with principle 7, which is coping with your emotions. A lot of us tend to use food when we're dealing with emotions, particularly emotions like boredom or procrastination or even love or frustration, anger, stress, whatever the emotions may be. And the media does a good job of selling emotions and attaching them to food. You know, you can sell products on TV these days by showing, selling a food and showing how happy you can be and how many friends you can have when you eat this certain food, or how you can fall in love when you drink this certain coffee, or whatever the case may be. And so the number one thing, again, and I know I say this over and over again, is practicing mindfulness and really paying attention to why we're eating and asking ourselves questions. Am I actually hungry right now? So yes, if you're hungry, then you absolutely should eat. But if you're not hungry, then what are you feeling? Is it one of the triggers I just mentioned? Is it boredom? Is it anger or stress? There's lots of times when I used to sit at home and watch TV at night, and I would find myself, snacking on a piece of toast or a bowl of cereal when I didn't actually need it. I was just bored and felt like I needed to do something else, so I would eat something. But I found as soon as I preoccupied myself with my work, which I love doing in the evenings, I realized that I never felt hungry. So clearly it was boredom that was causing me to eat and not me actually being hungry. And what is it that I need to satisfy whatever it is that I'm feeling? So do I need to stop being bored and do something that's more interesting? Do I need to sleep? Am I tired? Do I need to cry? Do I need to actually deal with this emotion that I'm feeling? So really thinking about those things and asking yourself those questions. And then how do you meet the needs without food? So if you are someone who tends to use food as a coping mechanism, we're going to look at some different examples here. So number 1 is nutrients. So if you're someone who's looking to be nurtured, instead of going to food, maybe it's rest and relaxation, or it's a spa day, or it's even just giving yourself a bath or a manicure and pedicure. Something to do that's nurturing for yourself, or even a scrub, or putting lotion on, or going for a walk, or getting a hug from a friend. If seeking nurturance is what you're doing, but you're using food, rather than doing that, you can do some of those examples we just talked about. Dealing with your feelings. So, not just pushing them and burying them by putting food into you, but really taking responsibility of those emotions and those feelings that you're having and bringing awareness to it, and just sitting with it and allowing it to just be there. Sometimes you have to feel the emotions. Sometimes you have to get angry and punch a pillow, or cry or scream really loud. It's okay to do that. It's better than pushing it in and burying it and being in denial, or trying to cover it up by something like overeating, or just using food, or even something worse like alcohol or drugs. Choosing a different reward. So whether instead of food, maybe, if you're someone that likes to seek rewards for things that you do, instead of saying, if I do this, I'm going to get a bowl of ice cream, seek something that's more a healthier option, like meditation or a walk, or writing in a journal, whatever a reward would look like for you. And then finally, find a different distraction. So, if you're tending to lean towards food and you're bored, maybe clean. Use that opportunity to work on a goal, do some cleaning, do a puzzle, do some reading, whatever it is, something that will still be enjoyable for you, but you're just not turning to food all the time. It's okay to eat, and it's okay to eat when you're hungry, but if you're using food as a coping mechanism, hopefully some of these tips will help you. But again, practicing mindfulness first. If you're not paying attention and you're not knowing when the emotions are coming up and what's triggering those emotions. Did something just happen? Did you just get into a fight? Did you have a stressful day, or was there something specific that triggered those emotions in you? And if you're practicing mindfulness and maybe even creating a plan and saying to yourself, okay, you know what, next time this happens, next time I get into a fight, or next time I feel these emotions, I'm going to take 5 minutes and just do some breathing exercises, or do one of the things we've already talked about, and then see if you feel like eating after. So hopefully this has helped with coping with your emotions in different ways, and we'll see you for the next principle.